Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to see the difference between dateDiff and dateAdd function. Basically it does the same thing, but there is a little catch in between that. So we are going to solve that what is the difference between these two functions with an example. So we are solving the business question related to the restaurant chain, and the question is what is the average preparation time for each menu item. So if we look into these menu items, this is the table, and from this preparation time we can get the average duration time, how much it takes to prepare a particular menu item. This can be also calculated for category as well. Anything you can calculate. So first start with the solution. I'll write select star from, this is the table name. I need the menu item first. I can give the alias name also as mi for this table. So I'll write menu item name, table name is mi, and we can do the average of avg, average of mi dot preparation time. But this will throw some error. I'll show the error. So it's saying that okay, this is for average operator. Average is a group by. I have to use the group by function, group by on this. It is saying that data type is not correct. Data type time is invalid for average operator. If I look into this column type, it is a time. Preparation time is a time. So it's saying that we cannot do this operation over this type of data type. So we can use another way to solve this one. We want to get the average preparation time. For that I'll use another method. Instead of this we can use, I'll copy this same thing, I'll change this portion. So what we can say, we want to get the average one. So for that we have to use dateDiff. We can use dateDiff function. So I'll write dateDiff function, and this dateDiff function will always be having the three components, three things we have to supply. If you have not watched my dateDiff function, please watch it to the previous section and you can find out the details about it. So for that it has to supply three things. First is what type of things you're going to calculate, like it may be day, month, year, second, hours, minutes. So in this case we want to calculate only for second. For time we have to calculate it, and 0 I am using because we want to use that same date. For the same date I am calculating the seconds, how many seconds it is taking, and the time is, we are taking this time from the preparation time. So these three components, component 1, this is component 2, nothing but this 0 is for the same date, and this is for the average time, average of like the preparation time. I'm taking the preparation time. So average I'll not apply over here because we have to supply three components for the dateDiff. First one is second, this is the first component. Second one is this 0 for the date, and this is for the time. This time is it has come from the menu item table. This dateDiff function, what it will do, it will calculate the difference between, for the same day, what is the seconds, like total seconds to from the preparation time. Like, so this is the one, this is the start, and this is the end date. So it will calculate the difference between these two date, this date and this date, in terms of seconds. So this will give, this will return in terms of seconds, the difference between in seconds. So we can write it, we can pass this entire seconds in an average. So I'll supply inside the average. This will give the average time. So if I now calculate, it will give some average as an average. So we can give the name as well, like if we want, we can give the name as well, like as average prep time. Okay, now now we have to, like this for each preparation of each menu item, this is the average time, this is the average time. Okay, this average time we have to supply this inside a date add function. So for that I'll write it as date add, and in the date add function there will be always two component. So in this case we can use second, because we have this part will give in terms of second, like this part it will give us second, it is in a second. And date add, we are going to add seconds with another date. So I'll write it as comma 0, because this 0 is also for the same date, for the same date we are adding. So whatever this average seconds has come, which is nothing but is this one, for each menu item we are adding that seconds, we are adding that seconds with this 0. So we are adding again seconds with this output with the same date. So this will give us an output. So if I run this one, this will give that for same date it is taking this preparation time. So this will construct as a full date and time. Okay, now we have to cast. Now this entire, we don't need this entire uh, date along with the time, we need just the time, we need just the average time. So for that what we can do, we can cast this cast function. What it will do, it will change this date and time into time. So we can write this as, we can supply this inside as time. This will give as a average preparation time. Okay, see, this is the average preparation time, and now we have not got any date along with the time. So this is our result. We got the answer, like what is the average preparation time for each menu. We can do same thing for the category as well, like if we want to get for category. So this is for category, and this is the average preparation time for each category. Now what is the difference between the date diff and date part? So if we, let me change this date diff into date part, because both it can calculate for the seconds. Now you may ask that what is the difference between that one. So I'll change this as date part. Date part will have two components. So in date diff it has three components or three arguments to pass, but in date part we have to pass two arguments. So in this case I'll keep seconds, and second one is the time, for time. So we are not mentioning the date, like it will not consider this date. So but rest of the codes are same. So if I run this one, this will also run, but there will be some difference between this and this. So I'll execute and show. This is giving as a 0, all are 0, because this is calculating the all zeros, but it is not adding to any date in order to take into accountability. So this is not the correct answer. But if I run this code, you may see, because of this 0, it is taking into accountability of the date, it's taking the accountability of seconds, and it's calculating the difference between this date and this time. So it's taking the time from this date as well, and it's taking the time from the preparation time as well, and then it's adding the difference, and it is able to correctly fetch the accountability. And if I execute this one, this is the difference. Now let me run both the query together, and this is the difference as I have shown both the query. The major component, because the difference is uh, in the date diff, it is the preparation time, including hour, minutes and seconds, it is taking into consideration. And these seconds, whatever the second it is calculating, it is making the actual average of this total seconds, and it helps to convert this back into time. This is much more accurate compared to the second one. Using, if we use the date part, it is not giving the accuracy, because it only converting the seconds part. It's extracting the seconds, but it is not uh, using, or it is not taking into accountability for the hours or minutes. So that's the reason it is this result is misleading. So in this case, uh, this type of case scenarios, we have to always use the deaddiff function for the much more accurate result. So that's all for now. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I'll see you with another new exciting video. Thank you.